changed all the religions, so following him. So then he come to all the way to India, crossing. He changed all other religions and Buddhism, changed to his under his religion. I think he's maybe Hinduism, he followed this Shiva, the Wancho. So then he come to Nalanda. He debated Nalanda. Who's lose debating, then you have to follow that. Who's the winner one, you have no choice. So you have to follow. So then he came to Nalanda, and no one compared to him. He controlled Nalanda University. This Nalanda University is the biggest university Buddhism, philosophy, come from all that. And then Nalanda University sent a letter to Nagarjuna, please help Nalanda University. So then Nagarjuna, he meditated. He understanding. If he go to debate with this guy, he cannot, because he has already power and completing Shiva and one show. So then Nagarjuna, seeing Ayandeva, he can beat, right, with this scholar debating. So then Nagarjuna told Ayandeva and Nagarjuna, because Nagarjuna's teacher Ayandeva is a student, but he don't have the same level as realization and this philosopher debating education, no same as Nagarjuna. But Nagarjuna seeing Ayandeva can only beat this guy. The reason is Ayandeva, he was born miraculously birth. So then Nagarjuna told him, training him how to debate him with this the Taiyang, Matek Taiyang is no Buddhist scholar. So then training him, all the trainings giving him how to debate him, and then also give lots some special object how to use these things. And then Nagarjuna said, no, I'm going to, so debating, right? One person has to giving answer, one person ask questions, and who giving answer means you promise something, like you say, okay, this is the unmistaken. Then others say, debating, that's correct or not. So Nagarjuna told him, okay, no, I'm going to Matek Taiyang, like what he's going to tell you, debating. So you are Buddhist, I'm in the non-Buddhist, you debate me. So then Ayandeva is Buddhist, the Nagarjuna is, actually he is of course a Buddhist scholar, but he is like, how to say that, when he giving answers, like he's no Buddhism. He's short, he's no Buddhist. Ayandeva debated him, and Nagarjuna is no Buddhist. So Ayandeva cannot debate for Nagarjuna. Then Ayandeva, he thinks my guru, my root teachers become no Buddhist. So he also taught, and he lose debating. He angry, Ayandeva take all his shoes, he to the Nagarjuna. So then, of course, Nagarjuna is not no Buddhist, but he giving training for him, So then, Nagarjuna told him, you have big obscurations. The reason is because you did the shoes. So you have big obscuration, but still you can beat the Taiyang. So then Nagarjuna giving him all the trainings and send it to the Ayandeva sent it to Nalanda University to debate it for Taiyang. And Ayandeva owned the part, and one the Mara transformed to the bigger and no eye. So much suffering. He showed this body and asked Ayandeva, please give me your eye. I really need your eye. And then Ayandeva, he thinking about what he's going to do. like he just denied a couple of steps. Then he come back and he think, I cannot go away, you know. Then Ayya Deva just take out his eye, give it to that guy. But actually that guy he not really needed. He's the Mara transform, just making create obstacles. So then Ayya Deva lose his eye. That's the Naga, because the reason is he hid shoes for Nagarjuna's head. You know, so that's obscurations. So then he went to Nalanda University, and when he got there, so he debated with this non-Buddhism scholar, and Ayya Deva is a winner. So then non-Buddhism scholar, he has a power, he wanted to fly a runway. Ayya Deva, he has a power to cope to him, you know. Get him. Then Ayya Deva put is in the library. So Matek Tayang is like presenting kind of, he cannot go any place and put in the library. So then Matek Tayang, he read these books from in the library. Buddha prophesies these stories. Like future my Dharma has obscurations. So Matek Tayang destroy my old Dharma. That time Ayya Deva going to have, you know, this, you know, like debating, and he's like this all Buddha prophesies in the library. He saw that the Matek Tayang has become really strongly devotional Buddha, and he understands that Buddha can see all the features what happening. So then he's become Buddhism philosopher. So that's the story. It's a miracle is birth, okay? So we're going to different directions. It's okay, right? Yeah.
Yes. I think in Rinpoche's biography, there's a story that he was Arya Deva in the past life.
Yeah. The reason is in Jigong Kagyu tradition is Jigin Sumbu is Nagarjuna, the reincarnation, Nagarjuna. And Jigin Sumbu, that time his disciple is God Chidempa, so actually first God Rinpoche. So that is called the Ayya Deva's reincarnation. So that's why in the long life prayers has mentioned about Ayya Deva in there. Okay. So when we give rise to the deity in generation stage, so when we meditate in generation stage, we need to have three elements intact. Clear and vivid visualization, stable deity pride, recollection of priority. So these three things is covered all the me generation stage practicing. These three things are very important. So right now we're talking about the second excellences. First excellence is the refuge bodhicitta. Second excellence is the generation stage. When we practice in generation stage, have three aspects, very important. So clear visualization, stable deity pride, recollection of priority. So these three things I'm going to explain each one. There are some method of purifying this. We are taught how to visualize with first element, generation stage, clarity and vividness. So this is the first visualization. When we visualize this, that's why we're giving these pictures, and that's why the reason tankas. So always you have to do lock the picture and close eye and lock the eye. Come to your mind clearly. So that's the powerful become your visualization clearly. And then you chant the mantra. Even you don't have time to chant all the sadhanas, you just chant the mantra, also very powerful. Because your mind is there. You clearly seeing Yidam deities, your mind seeing clearly. So that time your mind is being with Yidam deity. So that is the first step, clarity and awareness. So then visualize every detail. So this one, when you practicing, when you study, it's a little bit different. Study means that you not really doing practicing. So before practicing, you have to lock all the crown to feet. Each Yidam deity is like this symbol, each all the feet to crown. Practicing. That's why the visualize every detail. Means in Chakrasamvara has all the 5 scales, and his hair, union with Vajrayogini, and all this, each one, we have to focus. Then comes clearly. So that's why that every detail, from the crown to the seat. So no see, Chakrasamvara. We talked already this lotus flower sign and the moon disc, right? So then all the way this seat to crown, we have to visualize. But then when you practice in sadhana, don't do this way. Otherwise you become distracting again. When you practice in sadhana, instinctively visualize. Don't go to crown to and feet to crown and look all the details. Okay? When you practicing, instinctively visualize. Don't focus one second. Just come to clearly your mind, seeing all things. So otherwise become distracting again. So then usually you just, when you have time and you lower all the way crown to feet to crown, just, mind comes more clear and more stable. Then when we practice in sadhana, visualize during practicing time, don't do all the way feet to seat, okay? Seat to crown. Do you understand, yeah? So that you have to know Buddhism. Study and practicing a little bit different. When we study, then that time knowledge, investigation, use logic is very important. Yeah? So no devotion. That time devotion is just leave it there. Don't talk about devotion. Only logic and your knowledge, intellectual investigation. Investigate. That is very important. When you study Buddhism philosophy and study Dharma, then when you go to practicing Yidam deity, that time don't analyze, don't investigation. Okay? Then that time devotion is key. When you study philosophy, that time logic, analyze is key. Open the door. So now, when you practice in time, don't analyze and don't use logic. Okay? Devotion is very important. So same thing, just sometimes we like study means that time you crown to all the way seat. Practice. Then really rare practicing and using sadhana, meditation, that time instinctively visualize. Do you understand, right? Okay. Signs of gaining clarity and stability. Every detail of the deity. So then you can visualize comes very clearly. If you practicing that before, in me practicing before, just you crown to feet, feet to crown, sign clarity and stability, then very stable your visualization, every detail of the deity. Body, color, eyeballs, and dress, and implements comes instantly clearly. Do you understand? So that's why when you go into your bedroom, and usually traditionally they put in here is the picture and the Yidam deities. You go sleep like this, they put here, right? But actually, really good way is you have to put like this way. When you go sleep and you can see, before you go sleep and you can see, when you wake up, open eye, you can see. So that images come to you always in the mind, and eye seeing that become habituate. Then one day you close eye comes very clearly. And also good is when you go to sleeping and before log the picture and the tanga and crown to feet, feet to crown, and when you wake up log again, that time is really good to come to stably come to your mind. Do you understand? So this tanga and pictures have to we use visualization object. Some people think it's very treasure, live somewhere, but then no using. That's also a little mistake. Do you understand, right? Okay. So hand implements. Keep your intention single-pointedly and rest your mind naturally. So then this one is when we practice time, we all intention put visualization. The mind just naturally resting with image, visualization, okay? So this visualization really helps. Sometimes you have anxiety, emotions, anything, whatever comes to your mind. You visualize clearly, Actually, you're thinking about which doesn't matter. Today teaching is Vajrayogini and Chakrasamvara or other Yidam deity. You practicing which one you have a more strong feeling, that is more powerful. So which is you already familiarity, habituate, that is more strong and strong, Any Yidam deity, you Para, Vajrayogini, think about a name and come clearly your mind. Then that time just sit, intention, pay attention, Singapore to do that, and rest your mind. Then your all emotions are naturally released. Do you understand? So the emotion will transform it. Then comes devotion also arise. Then you can get blessings. So also Yidam deity practicing is purifying our all samsara habituate. Samsara habit is purifying. The main point, biggest one, Rinpoche, he given big instruction, his own experiencing. He said when you go to sleep, visualize the Yidam deity. Then you go all to the night time. In night time is no bad dreams come. And also your mind is very stable sleeping. And when you wake up, open eye, naturally you come to Yidam deity. And your mind clearly, seeing. So if you have that practicing, we no need to reborn in samsara again. So usually when we go to sleep, is we go follow ignorance. And then in the sleeping, and when we wake up, open eye, what are we going to think? The first one is I. You wake up, I. Today I'm going to do what I. eyes comes first. So that is the causes of samsara. When you wake up, yidam deity, so then you are liberated in the bardo. When we die, the wake up is the same as like in the bardo. Bardo and with going to sleeping is very similar. Actually, for us, big different, but yogis is a kind of similar, same. So when we die, then consciousness wake up. That time, I comes, you're going to take another birth. You comes yidam deities, you liberated there. You're not going to take in another body. So we have to practicing. We wanted that, want to liberate it in the bardo, right? So that's why we have to practicing before we die. And we go to sleep before, look all the pictures, pandas, and meditate and go sleeping. When we wake up, comes no I first, comes yidam deity. So then we can liberate it in the bardo. That habitual act we have to practice during the living time. Do you understand? So sometimes it's very hard to liberate it, but you know some special instructions, special practicing. They have something, we can easily liberate it. Doesn't make really sense, right? Do you understand? So that's the I heard from the Rinpoche. I didn't hear any in the writing scriptures, and I didn't hear other teachers. They told me that many times, like when you go to sleep and when you wake up, try to always yidam deity come to mind. Don't go to I. Who wanted the question? Yes.
So, when you die, if you have a firm idam practice, your consciousness awakes as the idam that you've been practicing? Is that what you're saying?
When we die?
Yeah.
The body and the mind become separate, right?
Right.
The mind is become lost consciousness,
Right.
no awareness.
Yeah.
Then wake up. Mind is wake up. Then wake up is like same is like when we sleep in the wake up. So the mind is die after wake up and come to yidam deity, and then that time is then liberated in there.
So you're liberated to the pure land of the idam?
Usually liberated is Sambo Kayana body, because it's liberated yidam deity, All the yidam deity is Sambo Kayana
Right.
body. So no really pure land. You have become already Buddha there. Yeah. The more higher than that. Pure land is kind of like, example I'll give you like percentage in it. This helps you. Percentage, samsara is like kind of 50% below, right? Pure land is like 70 and 80. Buddhahood is 100%, right? But you get above the 60, you're not coming down again.
So if your idam is a haruka, like Chakrasamvara, Hey Vajra, Vajrakalaya, is that a different level of Sambhogakaya?
No, they're all same.
All the same.
Yeah. But when we practice and individually, like a little bit different for individually, but then one day you realize that time is the same.
So if your idam is Amitabha Buddha,
Yes.
would you then go to his pure land, go to Dewachin?
depending, you know, like you meditate Amitabha when you're sleeping, and like when you wake up, always Amitabha come to your mind, no any I arise. Only Amitabha is able to your mind. Then you become Buddha. Yeah. If you don't have that kind of practice, and then choice is purely. Yeah. Okay, so mind naturally. Deity is actually abiding right there as clearly transparent. So Yadam deity is like if you visualize seeing, mind seeing clearly, and your feelings in there connecting together, then Yadam deity is always there. Not somewhere, you know, right there as clearly and transparent. Free from obscurity, completely calm. Clear presence in front of you, not imagined. So come clearly, and that is the Yadam deity, you know. Not imagined. Imagined means, do you understand, right? Just like sometimes we see, oh, this is a picture. Oh, this is just my image. No, not like that. You have really connected with the Yadam deity. That is the Yadam.
If you're doing a Maha-Ati, you actually are the deity. In the practice, you become the deity. Maybe there's a front visualization, but also you are that deity.
Yeah, so this take you to the levels. They talk about clarity visualization. Then divine pride, self-visualization, and purity. Three things coming. So this one give it. You visualize from, you visualize yourself. You have to clearly visualize. So then also last night I talked. Like self-visualization is, many people has a little bit difficulty. Self-visualization. Front visualization is very easy. Like you have Tanga pictures, you close eye, come to clearly in front, you can visualize in front of us, right? But self-visualization means, okay, Chakrasamvara. Then you visualize that and thinking about this, all the ornaments, is very hard. Do you understand? So that reason, you know, the main point, the people who don't know the self-visualization, they're sometimes a little bit misunderstanding. And also, Dharma corruption. I don't know, this word is good, Dharma corruption. They come from they don't know the really essence of self-visualization. They follow the object. The Dharma corruption is like, you know, some in the Buddhism countries, people who don't have realizations, people don't have something, you know, like really practicing, they're showing for people, I have realization. What they do, the example, Vajrayogini has like scorecards, Gongav, and what they call the Kadwanga, they carry that, you know, they with them. Then they're showing like that kind of body way, like doing that. So that's what they call misunderstanding the Dharma corruption, that they're showing, you know, people, I have realization, I'm in the sense of Vajrayogini, but not really that way. So what we have to do, visualize, is Chakrasamvara come to clearly our mind seeing clearly. At the same time, see here, keep your intention single pointedly and rest your mind naturally. Mind seeing clearly, same time you look to your mind and resting that state natural. That time you then Chakrasamvara. You don't have to think about this all ornaments in your body. Okay, otherwise become creative